Hey, what's up guys? It's Farmer Jack, and today we're gonna talk about avocados. So avocados are incredibly useful. They're high in fats. I love to use them in sandwiches and salads. They're like tacos. I feel like we could all agree we love avocados in the kitchen for the most part. So it's amazing that we can grow them in South Florida. They are known to grow right? A lot of our avocados come from Mexico, right? Or California. So the high mountains, like the high plateaus. However, there are also varieties that grow in this zone, and with all the rains and with all those different conditions that come with being in South Florida, and they grow great, as you can see, and they fruit every year. So it's about getting the right variety for being in South Florida. So the time of year is fall when they're ready. So right now it's late August, so September is kind of when they all hit. However, there are early season ones and there's late season ones. So there's some like the day avocado, the Catalina's early, and the Russell, which is amazing. I love those really long ones. Those are great ones. Those are like the early season avocados. So they're ready like July. And then there are some that are ready like later, like December, January. You're still getting like a Monroe or a Hall, like these different varieties. But the mid-season, like Choquette or the Super Haas, which is a really good like Haas type one that we do in Florida. Those are ready like September, October, you know, you're getting all your avocados. I do prefer kind of the earlier season ones in my experience, just because you can kind of get them all before there's like a hurricane threat, or like some like little storm comes and knocks all your avocados down. It's a thing in the fall time when kind of it's hurricane season. So something to think about, you know. I just try to kind of diversify, have an early season, a mid, and a late, so you could kind of have a longer window of avocados and not just kind of be stuck to your one tree. Every seed is its own variety of avocado, right? So there's an infinite amounts, but there's only really a select few they like to grow out, like the ones kind of I named. So, you know, they want to grow those out because they are really productive, they're really tasty, they grow well in our climate, they're consistent with every year they're growing. So all those factors in to choosing your avocado, you know. And what's cool is we do that for the client based on their needs. You know, if they're here in the winter time, oh, we'll get one that's gonna produce, you know, not in that July period when they're gone. So you really want to do that. A lot of people see those videos of like how to start an avocado seed on your counter on Facebook and stuff, like with a toothpick and get it to grow, which is exciting and fun. But that seed that you got from the avocado that was imported in from Mexico isn't meant to grow here. So it's not going to do well in the ground. It's not really going to produce one day. So although it's a fun experiment, it's good to get a tree that is going to thrive in your local environment. So the avocados, they bloom in the spring, early spring, and there's a short window when they can get pollinated. And they do, and then they put on these little avocado acorn things. And then everyone's always like, when's it going to be ready? It takes a long time on the tree. It's so funny, we're so used to just seeing them in the store, but it takes a really long time. So it's good to just have that expectation. It really won't be ready until like the fall, depending on the variety. Anyways, how to harvest, check it out. So you take the avocado and you basically just take the weight off of it, and it cracks and it's ready. Boom, you know it's ready, so it'll go ripen on the counter. If it were to do that and still be bendy and not come off, then it's not ready. Give it some more time. And you could also hear it when it's ready. Cool, so we got another variety. Look how different it looks, like darker leaves. It's just different and cooler, different growth pattern. But these are super familiar. I want to say Lula, but someone's gonna crucify me. Like, it's definitely a familiar one, which is cool. But we'll see, man. It's exciting when they just got this property, so it's like fun learning your trees and like which one's good and which one's happy. So I also wanted to put Their property is cool. They have these pines and a lot of like some oaks and some dappled light. Avocados really like that. They like to be planted in that part sun. Like some trees don't care as much, like sun or shade. Avocados can feel it. Like sometimes I try to plant bigger avocados in the sun, direct sun. They won't take. So I would do it in like that dappled sun, like this right here. It's shady, it's the middle of the day. It likes that. It likes that. And you could tell with these two trees on their property. So that's important. And also, like, try not to plant a big tree. Everyone tries to get a big tree that's fruiting. I think avocados like to start in their spots small. I say that with all the other trees, but I think avocados in particular. Start small in like this part shady spot, part shade, and they'll crush. Like this one's crushing. So check this out. Not only do they have these two old growth trees, they're such a sweet couple. We did all this work for them. They want to have more resilience and long-term abundance. So we planted a whole new round of avocados. If you want to check it out, we planted it up on this hill because avocados really like drainage. So if there was ever any flooding or anything, the avocados will be happy. It's up on these hills. But these are new varieties that I don't think they have. So they're gonna have a whole new round of stuff once these grow up big. But that's important. You can't plant avocados in those like swamp, like wherever water sits, you don't want to plant these. You want to plant it where it drains. Super important. Like remember, they like that high elevation, high desert vibe. So we got to mimic that.